Okay, hello, welcome back. So let's start the Matlab introduction again. This is the second part of the Matlab introduction for the week 1, but obviously it's going to be right up to the week 2. So today and this part is going to discuss how to print out the hello world in Matlab. This means basically we are going to go beyond the just a calculation. So we are going to handle the strings and the structures and more complicated stuff here. Okay, so hello world. So basically what you have to do here is that you have to write a small code. Means that prior to this slides, you just wrote down your equations here in Matlab console, and you are just fine. However, now what you are supposed to do is writing a function right here. The function is kind of, I can't see the function. Okay, this is better. This is way better. So what you have to do is click here and click function. What you can see is that new editor is coming up, and then you can just type in these things. So yeah, it's a quite an amount of typing. So why don't you pause a little for a short second, for a short time, and you just typed in, and then after you typing all those kind of commands here, like display, input, and scores, and average, and fprint function. Yeah, I called it fprint function, and save it as hello world function right here. So previously it was not really programmed. Now we are going to program the kind of your first Matlab program in this classroom. It's a procedure-oriented program and largely into parts. This is definition of the functions, and this is the execution of the function. Okay. So yeah, pause and write up. Okay, so I believe that you typed in all those these things, and you save the file as hello world function.m. Okay, so .m files are the source codes of Matlab. Okay, and its file name should match the function name here. And then why don't you come back to the console, Matlab main console, which I called playground, and then execute this one, hello world function. Okay, and then what you will see is that, okay, hello world printed out. This program computes the average of 2 scores right here, and what is the first score, and then what is the second score, right here, like this. There will be keyboard input required here, so you can just type in 1 and 2, and then you will get 1.5, right? So of course display is acting like a printing out, displaying a certain message here, and also doing the same thing. And then yeah, so now you know how to specify strings, right? The strings are the character, a sequence of characters meaning something. So this is what is the first score, and question marks are the string. And the string is stored in the string variables here, input first score. And then we have another string here, and then this first score and second score is used to get a input, and this input is stored in score 1. Same thing happens here, score 2, right? And then score 1 and score 2 are used to compute the average. This is just a standard arithmetic. And then what you can see here is the fprint function, and there are strings here, and you might not be able to comprehend this part, right? This part says f. F means the float, and basically printing out the real number, right? And this point 3 means the its precision is going to be 3, so it means the is going to be like 0.001, 0.002 is precision level is 3, right? And then this, so then where the number is coming from? Its number is coming from this average. So average is inserted in this %.3f here, and then this average is printed out, right? So it's right here, this precision level is 3, right? So this was a simple hello world in Matlab, right? And I said this is procedure-oriented program. If you go back to if you recall the CS 101, there you might have learned the distinction between the procedure-oriented programming and object-oriented programming, okay? So this is one way of printing out hello world, and there is another way, of course, right? So this is the another way, okay? What we are doing here is that we are defining a class, right? Class, and class name is the hello world, and we are going to explore this part, or let's just say that it's just given at this moment, okay? So and we have the methods here, methods part here, and this methods is a method, right? Here is a collection of function, okay? So of course it's collection of function. We have hello world function here and perform average function here. So this is your second Matlab program. It's object oriented, right? And hello world here is an object class, and hello world, and this hello world means this one, right? And perform average are methods, okay? Of course, these are definition of this class, and after that we need an execution part right here. So what we are doing here, so you have to type in all of these: world equal hello world, and input score like this, and input second score like this, and score like this, and score like this. And here the prompt part is the word perform average, right? This word is using this hello class, and for the class and instance and object, we are going to discuss that later in this week. But let's just say that this word represents a kind of an arrow pointing one of these hello world class, okay? And this is kind of gateway to call this function, right? So, and actually this is one example. This word becoming a gateway to call this perform average. And perform average, score 1 and score 2 are given. Score 1 and score 2 are given. Of course, at this moment you might wonder, where is this is used, right? So there are more should be explained in the later, okay? So strangely or interestingly, this score 1 is matched to the value 1, score 2 is matched to the value 2, and is used the average and the affine function, right? So this display and affine function, these are all explained, right? These are, we all know, and this part are it's simple arithmetic, so we all know, right? And function definitions we already covered in the previous slide, just before, right? So what we just learned right now is this, okay, why don't we change some ink color? We just learned this class definition part methods, right? These blocks, right? And then we just knew how to use a hello world class and how to access to one of the methods to the world class, right? Okay, so this is basically the two ways of printing out hello world. One is using a sequence of the procedure, and then each of the procedure prints out or gets an input or calculates something to get a meaningful result. And here, basically what we are doing is we created class and we defined methods and we are using that. Okay, so it's just really a two-way. What's the best way? In this course, throughout this course, I would say that we are going to use this class definition a lot, many times, okay? So I just want you to feel comfortable defining, typing out this class def and methods, right? So, okay, having said that, so why don't you try typing all of these? Try to type in all of these. That's the definition part, okay? Make sure that you store it in the hello world.m, and this is in the script editor, okay? When you are done saving this hello world, then you come back to your playground console, okay? Main console, and you type in all of these, right? I think that you only need to type in till up here. This is type, and this is the execution message, okay? So why don't you pause a short time and try to write this, type this in to your laptop, okay? Right, so does it work as I said here? I'm guessing it worked just fine, right? So this class definition, which I'm going to explain much later, is very important in this course, because many of things here is object-oriented, uses object-oriented concepts, and we use class definition many times, okay? So just remember how to define class and how to define the methods block, and these functions are included in the methods block, okay?